Well, I think for my LinkedIn, I actually made it a little different than my resume. So for my LinkedIn, I kept it to one sentence per job. And for my resume, it's much more like the one pager with bullet points.
Right.
I guess,
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to say that I think you don't want to give it all away. I originally had my entire life on my LinkedIn, but then you're people. I guess it's you don't want to make yourself a commodity either, which means if you said I'm a insurance agent, you're a commodity. Someone's like, oh, I know what an insurance agent does, right? You want to keep it
Yeah.
not a commodity. I don't know how else to say
Too
it. You want to have
generic
some,
or
and that we can get
yeah,
into that with when you're doing your personal brand, and we can talk about that when we move on. But yeah, I think that to have some mystery and not leave it all out there is good too, because people will read it and they'll be like, oh, that's all, we're not looking for that, and then they make an assumption and they move on instead of being, that's kind of begging the question, like that's interesting, I'd like to ask her more about that. And that's when you bring in the stories again. The storytelling is very important.